Ruby, and I'm here to open your eyes to the effects of social media. We watch, wide-eyed, as the power of social media is exposed to us. But why do we listen and accept the realities presented to us? Social media passes along what is socially acceptable, therefore impacting what we do for the world. Social media and social networking are both the center of our universe, so much so that we've become seemingly engulfed by both. Each day, 25 billion minutes are spent worldwide on Facebook alone. Everything is changing because of social media. Social media, the means through which a message is carried. Social networking, the network and connection of people on the receiving end of social media. Many people don't understand the difference, while others don't know there's a difference at all. For example, currently I'm standing in front of you informing you about the effects of social media and social networking. This is social media. An example of both social media and social networking is an email. The media or social media is the email, while the information inside is the network. To many people, there's one sole property of existence and happiness, the internet. On average, 32 hours are spent per month per person surfing the web. Roughly 901 million people use Facebook monthly. To some, this may seem selfish. I mean, really, some people are worried about having enough food to eat or enough clean water to drink, while we become frazzled, exasperated even, when the center of our lives, the internet, crashes. Social media is like a giant game of telephone, a message being passed along, accidentally or even purposefully changed into lies. I believe that the impact that social media has had is so great that we have fallen into a pit and we just can't seem to pull ourselves back out. Social media impacts us for better or for worse. For example, most people watch the news every night. More often than not, the news stations offer up depressing stories about so-and-so's armed robbery killing 12 or someone else shooting their whole family. But rarely do they seem to mention that there are good things out there too. Social media can turn us all into Debbie Downers. I have heard stories about Facebook breaking up marriages. Oh, I wonder how my high school boyfriend so-and-so is doing. Maybe we can meet up, and so on and so forth. That is where I got the idea to begin the site Spark the Change. I'm trying to inspire others to go out, start a change, and inspire even more people. I'm trying to show that not all social media is bad. There are many sites out there trying to put out a good vibe, although in comparison to the number of negative news stories and websites, the negatives outweigh the positives. Spark the Change is a blog on which I post positive stories and thought-provoking questions about social media. I have only a few goals for this project. The first is to create an awareness for what is really happening through social media. Is it real, or are they simply trying to lure you in? How many people really sit there and think about it? For example, I was recently watching the new Nissan commercial with my family. We noticed in fine white print at the bottom, "Do not attempt. Cars can't jump on trains." This sure caught my attention, although it ended up sending me the wrong message. I started thinking, what if I hadn't seen the fine print? I might have thought, wow, Nissan came out with a flying car. This commercial, however, was not meant to be taken too seriously. The next goal of this website is to inspire people and make them happy. As Maya Angelou once said, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. I appreciate this quote because it reminds me that if something isn't working the right way, or the way it's supposed to, it's not necessarily that you aren't doing it the right way, just that you may be going at it differently. For me especially, it helps to think about things a different way. The same endpoint or goal, but a different route to get there. Finally, I'd like to introduce a sense that Americans are not the only ones obsessed with social media and social networking. In fact, America is 10th on the list of average number of hours surfing the web per month, while Israel is first, hour upon hour spent on the web. These are some large numbers, although not everyone is aware of them. In this next image, you will see the results from a survey I sent out to my 8th grade peers. After receiving the results from this survey, I began to realize how little we know and even care about social media daily on a global scale. As you know, 25 billion minutes are spent worldwide each day on Facebook alone. The closest guess I received was 20 billion. In this image, you will see how social media affects my peers. Many of my peers said that social media impacts them positively, though these same people are still seeing issues. Those who said that it doesn't affect them said that they felt social, normal, and even pretty good after using social media. Those who it impacts negatively said that they felt sad, hated, and judged after using it. One of my peers even pointed out that negative things only happen through social media. So we've heard that social media brings up some unwanted aspects of life and things that we would rather not talk about. On the other side of the spectrum, those who it impacts positively said that they felt social and socially accepted after using it. Why is there such a drastic difference between these two perspectives? Why, in the midst of sadness, hatred, and judgment, do we continue to use social media over and over again? The answer, according to Tom Lowry, a writer for CMS Wire, is human nature. We always feel the need to be in the loop, connected to everyone and everything around us. I get it. I always feel disconnected after not using my social networking for even a day. I'm telling you, you're not alone. We always need to be in the loop with everything around us. We continue to go back to social media again and again, and each time we listen to and believe just about everything put out through it. That brings us back to the same question. Why do we listen and accept the realities presented to us? I've come to the conclusion that it's somewhere between not caring, needing to stay in the loop, and choosing to believe what they say because we have no information that proves it wrong. We listen out of necessity and ultimately laziness. This idea of the addictive, negative pit of social media is not so far-fetched. Spark the Change is raising awareness for this pit, giving the inspiration to rise above it, and is there to let you know that you are not alone, sitting at the bottom, not even trying to get out. There's a difference between not knowing how social media affects you and being able to see past it so that it really doesn't affect you. Each individual person experiences social media, whether it be positively or negatively. Now I ask of you to go out, visit my website, www.sparkthechange.weebly.com, and post something positive to a social networking site. I guarantee it will make someone's day. So go out and spark the change. Thank you.